9-year veteran of Lincoln Southeast Community College, the progenitor of all of this goodness out here that we seeing. Now, Terrell, you ain't went to the bathroom yet. You've never went to a bathroom like this before. Because when I walked in that bathroom, I said, whoa.
Did the floor light up?
There's a community wash. But then when I went into the bathroom, the stalls, 10-foot, 12-foot stalls, all of them. It was beautiful. So tell us, President Paul, give us a little bit about how you got here, why you did what you did as far as that, because I'm going to put some pressure on you about football a little bit later, but we just want to know kind of how you made it here at Southeast Community College, and then this project, which I don't know if people understand the magnitude and this campus. Because when I walked in here, I'm like, whoa, this is not Southeast Community College. This is not the one I'm used to coming on the campus for. So tell us a little bit about how you started that, the mindset, and where we go from here.
So thanks. I appreciate you having me spend a little time with you this morning. I tell you, when 2014, I think back to that time, I was going through the hiring process, and the board kept saying this one thing when they selected me to be the next president of Southeast Community College. They said, Dr. Illich, we want you to work with the administration to take SCC to the next level. And what wasn't said was, what was the next level? Well, you just saw and described the next level. So everything about SCC needed to be modernized. We developed our first strategic plan and launched it in 2015. And one part of that plan was a facilities master plan. We never had that before. And when they did that, we had a company do that plan, and they recommended the demolition and replacement of every square foot we own. So, but that's where the college was. We had great programs, great faculty, great staff, tremendous programs, but we were not scaled to meet the needs of our employers, our students, and our communities. We had a presence in only 3 of our 15 counties. That's all changed. We now have 6 learning centers. We had facilities that we either inherited, and we had built one building, and that was this building, and it was added to 11 times until I came. And then now you can see what's happened to it. We just finished a remodel of about 120,000 square foot. We did an addition over here to support all of our student services. We're building a new Sandhills Global, 75,000 square foot. We received the $5 million gift from Sandhills Global Technology to help support that. That's going to house computer information technology, biotechnology, electronics, design, drafting. We are over here. You see all the dirt work over there? That's going to be one of the larger welding facilities in the country. We have one of the largest welding programs. We're out of space. So you think about Nebraska, and you think about what we need to do in terms of economic development, one issue comes up every single time: lack of skilled workforce.
Yes.
So we're changing that right in front of everybody. It's extremely important that we get this right. So that'll be a new welding center. Then you saw something you've never seen on this campus before. It'll be open in January, and that's 250 unit new dormitory for our students. We've got students that try to come here, but they really want that residential experience. The other thing you can see right in front of where we're broadcasting, the college did not have study rooms like this. We serve a lot of different student population. We have underserved populations, low income. We've got all different types of populations. And one of the things they tell us that they want is, they don't see it as a commuter campus. And this is not a commuter campus at this point. Commuting is how you get here. But the second you walk into that door, we want this to be a destination for learning. And you can see what's going on in those study rooms. They're learning. They're interacting with each other. Every one of those is full all day long. So we are giving our students a sense of place and a place to develop and learn. And not just learn about their skill set, but to learn about themselves personally. We want personal. One of our big goals here at the college is to work on life skills, not just the technical skills. Obviously, that's critical. But we want students that when they finish here, they can think reflectively. They can think about their own thinking. They can be transparent in how they communicate. And they can talk to people that have different viewpoints and be open-minded to different viewpoints. That's extremely important part, because that's what we hear from our employers, is they say, we appreciate the skill set that your students have, but can you work on their life skills? We want them to be able to take criticism from their supervisor.
You talking common sense?
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. So I appreciate that you all had a chance to come and broadcast it from SCC, because you're right. This is not the SCC of 10, 15 years ago.
No.
It is very different. And this is an investment into the investment for the communities and the employers and the students. And it's wonderful to see how the students are embracing this investment.
Oh, big time, Terrell. I'm gonna let you add, because I got I got a ton of questions.
This is like a small D2, like a Division II school. But how do you put yourself on the when you want to recruit global, when you want to recruit out of state? How much more is it to get people from more farther places in the country or in the world?
So I think there's lots of different ways we can do that, and have been doing that. We do have a significant immigrant population, but we have athletics is one way we can recruit. We have a new soccer program we added about 2 years ago. We have students from all of the world coming here now, and I think that's so enriching, not just for those students, but for the students that are from Nebraska that are going there. We'll have opportunities to interact with individuals with different cultures, and so I think there's lots of different ways we do it, but I think it's hard to recruit if you don't have a place where people want to be. And you can see that's what we're doing. Mm-hmm. We're creating a sense of place, and a place that we can recruit from all over the, not only the U.S., but all over the world, to get people to come here.
I look at this and I'm like, Hewitt Center has changed, right? At the university. It's changed since we were there. And it's changed for the better. But when I walked in here, I'm like, okay, this is on the same level as the Hewitt Center.
Yeah.
No different. And the thing that I like about this is you got a game room over here where you can go hang out over here if you want to. You keep going around. I mean, we gotta do the tour.
Yeah. Because
I don't think this right here doesn't give what you guys have done here just. And if you haven't been out here, get out here. And if you don't do anything else, just take a tour.
Yeah.
Take a tour, because you don't know that this is out here, that this level of commitment to the community is here.
Have you been in the health science building?
No.
Before you leave today, if I'm around, I'll give you a tour of the health sciences. It's tremendous. We have about 1,500 students in that building. Houses all 16 of our health science programs.
Wow.
That was one of the first buildings that we built besides this building on this campus.
How did you guys decide on which sports to offer when you started this?
So when I came to SCC, we had athletic teams, in all of which I think we still have on the Beatrice campus. But we did have some facilities. We had gyms on both the Milford and the Lincoln campus. And so we looked, in terms of deciding how to add more recently the athletics, we looked at the programs that we did have. And for example, we knew that we have a new campus director, Brett Bright, out on the Beatrice campus, and he wanted to bring wrestling because he knows wrestling is very big in the Midwest, but he knew he didn't have space. But so we had two basketball teams, men's and women's basketball. So we wanted to move them here to Lincoln, and that provides room for the wrestling program. So we're kind of just looking at the different areas and seeing where the interest level is for the students. We look at the high school pipeline, how many students are interested in things such as wrestling. We added rodeo out at Beatrice. We know we have a lot of students that go to Beatrice specifically for the ag program. Well, rodeo is important to them. And so we're looking at the various areas, student populations, and looking at the pipeline and getting a sense of what works there. So we have added men's, women's basketball and cross country, men's, women's cross country this semester on the Lincoln campus. It's the first time we've had athletics on the campus.
Well, here's the $100,000
Hold on.
question.
Where would they play their games? Where would the basketball team
right here?
play?
There's
They
a
got
gym right there.
Oh, gym.
Yeah, it's just kind of close. Well, it's not new. It's
Okay.
been there. It's been renovated in the past, and it's ready to go. But we didn't have the locker rooms, and so we had very small locker rooms that were dated from the 70s. So we're renovating that, and that'll be done in just I think about a month or so. But I can show you that gym too.
Football. The only reason why I say that is because you got Southeast Community College, right? Who there haven't been. I don't know how many guys have went to the University of Nebraska from Iowa Community College. I mean, Iowa Community College, top school as far as community college and
Sure.
JUCOs, and no one from there goes to the university. I was thinking to myself, since you guys got sports, I'm like, oh, it'd be a great training grounds for us to train up some guys and spit them back out, at least to the university and all other colleges.
Sure. I'm going to do what a president always does. I'm going to deflect that and have you talk to our athletic. We have a athletic director, Brett Bright, and you can pitch that idea. I think there's a lot of infrastructure there that we don't have, which make that complicated. But we're always open to looking at new programs. We have a vice president of program development you're about to talk to, Bev Cummins, and that's one of the things she does. She looks at all kinds of new programs, whether it be a new technical program, an athletic program, whatever it is. But we investigate things and see how that might fit into our mission, and that's about as far as I'm going to comment on.
Okay, no, I ain't gonna put too much pressure on you, Doc.
Sure.
So being that you came from somewhere else, now you're here in Nebraska 9 years. Are you a Nebraska fan now?
Oh yeah, I think I was a Nebraska fan from early on. I'll tell you this: we brought our daughter here. She did her senior year in high school here in Nebraska, and I thought I wasn't going to take the job, maybe because if she wasn't willing to move from Texas to Nebraska, I was going to have to wait. I didn't want to do that to her, but she wanted to try something different. And this is funny. So about a month or 2 months into the job, I started in July, and the first Husker game was coming up, and it was Saturday morning. The game was going to be later that afternoon. And I get up and I see her, and she says, "What kind of president are you?" And I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "You can't even score tickets to the Husker game." So I got online and we got some tickets. We rode our bikes from South Lincoln. It was about a 15-mile ride or something like that, all the way, because we were told. I'd never seen anything like it. But we said, everyone said, be careful when you go down there. Husker game, traffic's terrible. So we rode our bikes. And when I got there, I saw 90,000 people up in the stands. It was unlike anything I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it's great that Nebraska has that type of I guess support for their football team, and I think it becomes a family experience and a friend experience.
What are some other programs? You talked about the welding program. I walked in, I saw the culinary arts. My brother owned a restaurant, so that's always important to us. If we can get those guys to come over and intern for us, it's always important. But what are some other deals that you offer here at this school other than welding, culinary arts, and you got automotive?
Oh yes, so we have 80 plus career technical programs. So you think about a skilled industry sector, we have a workforce program for it. So I'll just give you a little bit of rundown of some of the things I mentioned: computer information technology, biotechnology. We have all the health sciences. So not just nursing, registered nursing, LPN, but we've got radiologic technology. We've got respiratory care, medical lab technology, all different types of health science programs. And then we have business programs. We have academic transfer. On our Milford program, we have diesel technology, what's called non-destructive testing, which is a fascinating program. We have energy generation, which the students coming out of that, they may go learn how to run a plant. We've got all the construction programs, so HVAC, plumbing, carpentry.
Wow.
You name it, we have it. And then transportation. We've got a trucking program. We have diesel technology where they work on the trucks. We have diesel tech ag. We have John Deere, which is a program where the students go right into John Deere dealerships working on their tractors. I'm leaving out some, but we've got so many different.
You got me ready to go back to school. Now I got my degree. What would I do if I wanted to come back to Southeast and get into the automotive program? So
you would already have your core classes out of the way, so you could probably get an associate degree within a year. Or we're also starting to add what's called stackable credentials, like a certificate or a diploma, so you didn't have to go all the way to 2 years. But if you've already have a college degree, then you've got all of those core classes completed. You just have to take the technical courses.
Right.
So yeah, we have the great thing about the community college, and my favorite thing about it, is we're truly open door. So it doesn't matter if this is your first, second, third, fourth, fifth time to come back or to try it again. We're always open, and we meet the students wherever they're at. We've got students. We've got a transitions lab, which means, let's say you don't do as well as you hoped on the placement test. It doesn't matter. We figure out what you need. we get the student to where they're ready to take those college level courses. So we have something for everyone.
Yeah, I was telling Mike about a young man that I know that's a great football player, ran into some problems over at our community center, a community college, but he's changing his life back around. He wants to come back to school. I'm trying to help him, and I told him, I mean, when I looked at his GPA and his what do they call that? What is that deal called?
Transcript.
Transcripts. I looked at it and I'm like, you didn't do anything. Yeah. It's okay. So now I need to figure out where do we go? Yeah. But talking to Mike made me feel comfortable. Like we meet him at 0.0.
Oh yeah.
That's where you started. It's where you're going to end at.
Yep.
Come on, Dr. Paul.
All right.
Appreciate you. You coming back, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I got a lot of questions left for you because you seem like you got a lot of knowledge and you know a lot about this thing.
Well, I appreciate it. We're doing something special here, so I encourage everybody to come out and take a look.